Okay, are we working now? Are we good? Um, guys, my thing has been really glitchy today. I don't know exactly what is going on with it. Also, those donations that are popping up, it's a result of old donations. They are not current ones. I just wanted to let y'all know that. Apparently, it decided to redo every single donation. Um, Basically in the last little bit. But anyways, my friends, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good out there. Glad to have y'all here for yet again another update. I was literally working, like I said, I was literally working trying to get all this together because I had to reset my scenes and stuff like that. And so it started out whenever I upload or whenever I started the program, the scenes were all messed up and stuff like that. So I was thinking I had to delay it, which I probably should have because a lot of my stuff is all messed up, but that's all right, y'all. We should be able to squeeze on by there. But what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's go ahead and see who we got here for today. We got ourselves Brady. We have let's see here. We got ourselves Bill. We have Kaiser Girl or Kaiser Gal. We have Broccoli. We have let's see here, David. We have Sabrina. We have Mark. We have Roadster Jim. Cassandra. Sorry, Jonathan. Catman. Carson, what's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing good. And obviously, everybody else, hope everyone is doing well. All right, so we got a lot to talk about, my friends. There's a lot of stuff on the table here regarding the weather coming up here. A lot of multi-different type of events. Regarding the tropics, regarding winter weather, regarding severe weather. It's all going to be happening here pretty soon. So we're going to have to jump right on into it. But anyways, my friends, well, let's go ahead and jump on over here to my main page here. We're going to take a look and see what is going on. So this is the latest outlooks here from the Storm Prediction Center here overall. So today we are not expecting any area of severe weather. Same thing tomorrow. But once we work our way over here towards Sunday, remember Sunday and Monday, those are the days that we were looking for regarding the potential of, overall severe weather. It's going to start here basically for Monday overall, and it'll move its way into Tuesday. Hold on one second, you guys. I gotta change this lighting here. It's a little messed up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Sorry, I had to change the mode. It was a little blinding, not gonna lie. But anyways, so yeah, no, between Monday and Tuesday, we are expecting a severe weather event to kick off here across portions here, starting in Oklahoma, portions out there towards Texas, and then we work our way into basically here for Monday, so the beginning of next week. We got ourselves a 15% risk out there for severe weather. If you don't know, that is equivalent to a slight risk, which is a severe threat level 2 out of 5 on the spectrum. So there's a 15% chance here of seeing severe weather across portions of eastern Texas here for Monday, Louisiana, southern Arkansas, a lot of Mississippi. We got to be looking out there for this regarding severe weather. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. And as we're going to see in the models, I think that the probability of that severe weather continuing eastward after this is probably going to be quite low. I definitely do think that it will probably be quite low. Let's see here. Do I mean Sunday? Sunday, both, and Monday. Yeah, both Sunday and Monday. Hold on, y'all. I gotta do something again. I was totally unprepared. For the live stream here today. But we are, we're good. This should be the last time I need to get up. I had to grab my phone in case I got any alerts or anything. But anyways, but yeah, so between Sunday and Monday, it's going to really start here for Sunday across, Oklahoma, portions out there towards Texas, kind of for the northern side of Texas here. There is no breakdown yet regarding the severe probability. However, I can tell you it'll most likely be between damaging winds and maybe some hail. I think that's going to be kind of the main concern. And of course, we work our way here into basically Monday, which I think Monday is going to be the big day. For severe weather. And like I said, that's mostly across eastern side of Texas, a lot of Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and a lot of Mississippi here. So we'll have to, we'll dive into models actually here in a little bit, if I can even talk. Let's see here. Will there be a severe weather outbreak on Monday? I wouldn't call it an outbreak, but there will be a severe weather episode, potentially. We'll still have to see how the models and stuff like that hold up as this event does get closer overall. So we'll have to keep an eye out there for that. But anyways, so we'll definitely be looking out there for that. So the next thing I want to talk about, y'all, obviously is regarding the winter weather, y'all. This is going to be a pretty big scenario. So I'm actually not just watching one, okay? I'm watching not one, but two potential winter systems for the Northeast, okay? So first of all, we have the GFS. We work our way down in time. We're doing some coverage tomorrow on this really strong subtropical system, or basically just a low-pressure system here, I should say. Slamming its way out there towards Nova Scotia, bring some heavy impacts. There could be a little bit of winter weather up there towards the Northeast. It's not one of the storms I was talking about, though. But then we work our way down in time here for basically the 19th. For the late 19th into the 20th, we get ourselves an area of low pressure that really kicks off there. Really starts to kick off across portions like Texas into portions of Oklahoma. Things really start to blow up out here. We start to get ourselves a lot of strong organization that does happen. And you can see there's a bunch of moisture that works its way here basically for the morning of the 19th. And that works its way up here to the west and actually brings a lot of upper level snowfall for areas out there in those upper ranges of the Rockies. And that's going to be remaining there for at least a day or two. But then, of course, we work our way down further in time. We get that cold front firing off the potential for severe weather as we looked at. And then actually on that event here, you can see a bit of snow actually develops overall across portions here of the Northeast. There is a possibility that it could drive its way down as far south as like southern Pennsylvania, possibly even northern New Jersey, Connecticut, portions of Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and portions up there towards the Northeast, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine overall. But anyways, that's kind of the first system, and there's another idea that a second system could develop here for basically the 24th, the day after Thanksgiving, and kick off another nor'easter here, potentially driving a bit of snow. Okay, so that's a possibility. I'm not going to say this one's solid quite yet, but the one that we were looking at first, this guy up here, overall, it seems like it's a good possibility. I mean, if you look at here at the European model, obviously the ECMWF regarding that system, you can see here just the day before, 22nd, just the day before Thanksgiving, we get ourselves a pretty decent winter scenario that does pop off here across portions of the Northeast, like eastern New York State, Vermont, New Hampshire, mostly Maine taking the heavy forces of it. And of course, we have a lot of lake effect snow. That's going to be a thing as the cold air rushes right over the warm waters of the lakes. The Great Lakes out there. That is going to allow for a lot of potential of lake effect snow. So expect a lot of heavy accumulations out there being possible pretty much probably even for Thanksgiving Day. It definitely looks like that will be a possibility here overall. So, we'll have to keep an eye out there for it. But yeah, you can see here as once, the system rolls through, we get a lot of cold air that backs down from it. Overall, there's going to be a potential out there for, a lot of lake effect snow here overall. But yeah, there's that first system there, potentially driving a lot of, a lot of snow, possibly a little bit of mixture of precipitation, popping in there, and obviously a lot of rain. It's mostly going to be a big rain bag for portions of like the mid-Atlantic out there towards like Virginia, Maryland, New Jersey, but it's going to be a potential of some snow, kind of up for more of, pretty much more of these regions here. It's a good shot for maybe a little bit of snow with that system the day before Thanksgiving comes around here. Let's see here. What's up, David? Saying, will there be tornadoes Monday? I think there could. David, I definitely think there could be. We'll dive into that here in a minute. But yeah, no, I do think that tornadoes will be a concern for Monday. Possibly across like Mississippi, Louisiana. I think it's going to be a possibility we could get a couple tornadoes. I'll dive into why here in a minute, because there's a lot of new things that came through here. Let's see here. What's up, Crystal? So you're having internet issues. Gotcha. Let's see here. Do I sound okay to you guys? Do I sound fine to you guys? Because Crystal says I sound like I'm underwater. I don't know if that's my mic acting up or what. Anyways, but now we'll dive in the model here in a minute, okay? We'll definitely dive into that severe weather episode. But then, of course, like I said, later on down in time, not just one, but possibly two nor'easters here between the 22nd and the 25th. But, that is a little bit far out to really track. I don't like looking too far out, obviously, because, the models really start to scatter out regarding, basically accuracy. The longer you look out, the more less accurate it tends to be overall. Let's see. What's up, Jen? Hope you're doing good. Saying hello from sunny Arizona. I don't miss the snow or the ice. I hear you. Let's see here. I'm good. Okay, thank you guys. Appreciate it. But yeah, so that's kind of the main thing we got to look out there for. Like I said, the first thing that's on the on the plate here, we have a cold front rolling through the Ohio Valley right now. We're going to get a big storm, a very, very strong low-pressure system. It's going to come right up against Nova Scotia there. It's going to cause a lot of problems, winds, a lot of potential swelling, basically surges, potentially. Some mild surging could be a probability. So we will be live to cover that tomorrow at 2 p.m. I've already scheduled a live stream, so it's already up on the page or on the channel. So 2 p.m. tomorrow. If you guys do want to follow along with Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, as well as Newfoundland, those areas are going to be very heavily hit regarding severe weather. But then after that, like I said, then we get another system that develops. Now, basically after tomorrow, it's going to be relatively clear across like the Mid-Atlantic. Like I said, there's going to be a bit of lake effect snow from the Great Lakes here, as a bunch of cold air is pushing eastward over the warm lakes, which is going to create some condensing. Obviously, that condensing is going to turn into some pretty heavy clouds, which then ultimately will allow for some snow to fall. So yeah, look out for a little bit of lake effect snow. And then the system rolls through here basically for the 21st, kicking its way up here, driving, once again, a lot of rain to the Mid-Atlantic. It looks like a good possibility, and potentially a little bit of snow. Actually, a decent amount of snow could be possible. The GFS seems to have downtrended the last model here. If we go back here, the other two models, you'll see just how significant the GFS was talking about it. Let's see, this is this morning. This morning, the GFS was really showing quite a nasty amount of snow rates. I mean, overall, showing like several inches potentially, several millimeters per hour, which would lead up to pretty heavy accumulations overall. They have it really far into dark blue, which goes way up on the scale, which you guys can't see, unfortunately. But overall, yeah, there's definitely been a little bit of change there regarding the model. But we go over here to the latest run regarding what's going on here. And like I said, there's another potential for another storm here between the 25th and the 26th. So we'll have to see. But once again, little too far out for my liking overall. Let's see here. Hoping for a dry forecast next week. Let's see here, next weekend, North Texas, as I'm going on camping trip. Gotcha. Yeah, unfortunately, y'all, this goes for a lot of us. I mean, not saying it will go for you this way, but, for the pattern that we're moving into, I mean, it's just storm after storm. It's pretty crazy. What's going on there? GFS is having a moment right there. It's once again, that's too far out to look out. I mean, I really don't like looking more than 5 days out, because at that point it's a little bit inaccurate. But overall, we'll have to just keep an eye out there for the activity and stuff. Let's see here. All right, see you later, broccoli. Jen says cold. Let's see here, just in time for crazy travel plans at Thanksgiving. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's actually another thing I want to mention is, we're going to get a big cool down here across the country. I mean, it is going to be pretty chilly, for sure. Remember when we were looking at yesterday? If you guys were here yesterday during the live stream, you would have remembered me going over the temperatures. Really big cool down is going to be in the forecast here later on in time. It seems like it's actually milded out a little bit. Let's see here. So basically wow, that has really changed. That has really changed since yesterday. That's interesting. So yeah, we had those temperatures getting in like the 20s across like the Ohio Valley, according to like the GFS model and stuff like that. But now the GFS is showing it now up in the 30s. That's good. That's good actually. So not as cold for the morning of Thanksgiving. That's definitely good news. But yeah, it just goes to show you, I mean, how inaccurate these models can be sometimes. Obviously it's good not to trust them fully. But it's good to get an idea off of them and potentially what it could do overall down in time. But all right, well guys, I tell you what, we're gonna hop over here to the models again in terms of severe weather, because like I said, you guys, we have ourselves quite the severe weather event here popping off here. Mostly for Monday, but Sunday and Monday is scheduled to have severe weather. But we're going to work our way over here to Monday, because I think Monday is going to be more of the significant part of the event here overall. I think it's going to be the heaviest part of the event. So, anyways, but we work our way out there. So basically, for portions of early Monday, We get ourselves a little bit of instability out there towards East Texas, basically here for, Monday afternoon, Monday evening. In which this is going to be causing a lot of instability to be working its way up here across a lot of the western southeast here, which is going to allow for plenty enough moisture, plenty enough fuel for thunderstorms to really pop off here. I mean, we're getting values of over 1,500 MLK, which that is, in simple terms, that is enough fuel to fire off some nasty storms. Overall. Now, what I'm mostly concerned about here is basically for, the really late portion of Monday. I mean, we're almost talking like early Tuesday. At this point in time, this model in particular shows a really strong lower level jet stream. So that's basically the jet stream, a big current of air moving a couple thousand feet up, about 4,000 feet up or so. And that is, this is probably more like 6,000 to 8,000 feet up, I'd say. But overall, we have ourselves what we call a strong lower level jet stream, or LLJ. That is going to play a very key important role regarding the severe weather mode for this event here. I'm thinking it's probably just going to be a long line, what we call squall line, possibly popping off some what we call embedded tornadoes. I think that there will be a threat for tornadoes here come Monday across portions, out there towards, these regions here potentially. So out there mostly, I'd say the biggest tornado threat is going to be obviously kind of probably more towards Mississippi. It seems like it's going to, the best possibility overall. The American GFS model, though, there's a big difference regarding the jet stream. The GFS has those winds being weaker, which would be the better scenario overall, but the NAM has it completely opposite. So we'll have to see how the model matures, and we'll have to see how the models continue to hold up to this here, because from what the model is showing right now, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy, and we'll have to definitely be on the lookout there for that overall. Regarding the dew points, stuff like that, you're looking for your dew point temps in the 60s and 70s, providing enough moisture for those storms at the surface, and we got ourselves just that. So we are looking at a pretty solid event popping off here. Once again, I think the worst of it is going to be happening somewhere in here, between portions of central southern Mississippi, portions out there towards central and southeastern Louisiana. Okay, that's where I think the heaviest and the worst of the conditions regarding severe weather is going to be. And once again, this is for late Monday overall, okay? Like I said, enough instability is available. We have a lot of energy in the atmosphere, or a decent amount, I should say, for this time of the year anyways, which, should be enough to fire off some storms here overall. We're still trying to work out, a lot of things regarding the severe weather, rather the mode, how much energy is in the atmosphere. So there's still things that can change, okay? Obviously, yeah, there is still things that can change, but based off the information and the knowledge that we have right now, once again, I really do think that these places up there towards, like central, southern Mississippi, central south, kind of southeastern portion of Louisiana might be at risk for, once again, damaging winds, even hail, and like I said, a couple tornadoes seems to be possible. It really depends on, how significant, the lower level jet stream is in play, as there is a lot of a big difference here. I mean, for example, look how big of a difference there is. So for the NAM model we're looking at, we're showing, nearly 40, 50 knots, which is equivalent to right around, so basically around 45 to 55 miles an hour roughly. And the GFS model, the GFS overall has that rocking down around 30 knots. Meanwhile, the ECMWF kind of agrees with the NAM here and showing about 40, 45 plus knots. Could be possible. So it seems like the GFS might be kind of the outcast here, and it seems like that lower level jet stream will be strong, allowing for some tornadoes to occur. Let's see here. It's a crazy pattern. Let's see here the rest of winter. So latex, regarding, scenarios like this, I definitely think that December we could be seeing some more similar events to this popping off here, but that should be gone probably around January. Let's see here. Still 10 days out. Things are changing, says Rain. Rain, this is for Tuesday, 21st. This is so today's pretty much over. So we have the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st to go through. Or actually, the 20th is when this is going to happen. So about 3-4 days away. So that's, it's pretty close. A little pretty close. But yeah, no, the ECMWF definitely does show, that being in place here overall. So But like I said, y'all, yeah, we'll have to definitely keep an eye out there for the system because, like I said, regarding the overall mode and stuff like that, it seems like tornadoes will be a probability. We're going to hop back to the full screen here, but I'm going to keep it on this page for a moment because I want to look at some of the soundings I'm going to grab here. So if you don't know what a sounding is, it's basically a sample of the atmosphere for a given point of time from the future projections of the models. There's a lot of jibber jabber here that you guys probably don't understand, which I honestly don't blame you. It's pretty difficult to some extent. Whenever I first saw this, whenever I was getting into meteorology, I was like, nope, but had to push through it. Anyways, here's a model in East Texas, here's a sounding from East Texas regarding the NAM model. Wow. That's what I got to say about this is wow. So what this is practically showing us is that across the lower elevations of the atmosphere, so picture this is the ground level. So picture the ground being right here, okay? So that's the ground. So you're looking at the atmosphere from a side perspective, okay? From a side perspective here. And we go up here to about 12 kilometers. You can see, well, here's 15 kilometers, but you can kind of see how it goes up in altitude. So we're going up in altitude here. So the winds at the surface are moving, watch their direction. That's very important. They're moving to the north, okay? And as you go up towards the middle levels of the atmosphere, between like 8, 9 kilometers up, you see how the wind direction changes from the north to more strictly to the east-northeast? That is a big component. And so that turning motion allows for spin to kick off in the atmosphere with any given thunderstorm that develops. Could allow for potential rotation. So that is something to look out for. And you notice how the barbs, there's one line, so a long line that's 10 knots. The triangle is 50 knots. And obviously, so if you add up these guys, so 50, 100 knots, 110, 120 knots. So it gets really strong. The jet stream gets very strong across the mid-levels of the atmosphere. So with increasing winds, the higher you go up in the atmosphere, and with increasing or changing direction of the winds as you go up in atmosphere, that is playing a very big role. Also, what we call a hodograph, this is what we call a hodograph, and if it's like a sickle shape, that's what we call it, a little arch. If you guys see that, that is what we call a sickle shape hodograph, in which that indicates, it kind of looks like a little hook, that indicates the winds and the wind speeds changing with elevation. Which is a big important thing regarding tornadic activity. Now also what I do see on this sounding as well, I do see, I see enough energy in the atmosphere, you can't see that, for damaging wind gusts, I'd say ranging between 60 and 70 miles per hour overall. But remember, this is just one model. This is just obviously one sounding here, so obviously take that with a grain of salt. But that is pretty concerning. That is pretty concerning and something we need to look out for. The GFS on the other hand does not show as much instability, but I am going to grab a sounding from the GFS2 overall. The GFS honestly is pretty similar. It is pretty similar in some ways. Obviously, regarding the wind directional change is a little different, but there is still a little bit of turning in the atmosphere, and you can see how there is a little bit of a curve to the hodograph, which, potential hazard type is indicating a possible weak tornado, due to that slight veering wind shear pattern overall. But yeah, so this model in particular, the GFS, does not really show that much instability. Like I said, that's one of the main things that needs to be worked out over the next couple days before this event pops off. Is the models need to come to an agreement regarding how much instability, how much fuel for these storms is going to be available. Let's see here. Could Georgia get any severe weather? So as we work our way down in time, the instability really breaks up. As you can see, it's not as solid. I mean, if you look at this, see how it's just a solid pink, purplish blob here showing our instability. You see how it kind of breaks up in a dark purple. That is very low energy in the atmosphere, for one, and two, it is very much broken up. So I mean, there probably could be some storms, I would say, but I don't think anything severe would happen out in these regions. I think that severe weather threat is mostly just going to be remaining for pretty much mostly of these areas, for the first 2 days, for in this case Sunday into Monday. This is kind of the overall view from what we're looking at. I think it's going to be the heaviest. Let's see here. The models are showing that southern Indiana could get rain or thunderstorms. So do I think there could be severe weather more north? No, absolutely. I do not think so, and the reason is because you can see how the energy available for thunderstorms does not even reach areas out there towards Indiana. Now you might get some precipitation, upcoming here regarding things. If I was to go ahead and switch back over here to, let's see here, precipitation and reflectivity, you might get a little bit of rainfall, as you can see, out there towards Indiana. But anything severe, anything, thunderstorm related, probably not. Probably not. Let's see here. Let's see, well, I hope it doesn't rain November 25th in New Jersey. I have a football game to go to. Gotcha, Maddie. Well, you enjoyed that, for sure. Absolutely, yeah. Hopefully, you said for what, the 25th? Let me double check. Yeah, so 25th in New Jersey. So there was that system overall. Let's see here. That was presented by like the GFS model. We're gonna go ahead and back. We're gonna head back to this screen here. But the GFS model was projecting that system to possibly roll through the 25th and through the 26th potentially. So yeah, unfortunately, it seems like the models are talking about a storm system rolling through then, potentially. So we'll have to just have to keep an eye on it. Hopefully it'll kind of break up over the models over the next couple days. But yeah, no, some of the models go a little aggressive on it. Maybe a potential snowstorm here for the 25th. Like I said, another one popping off here basically for the 21st, 22nd. Remember the GFS, it seems like the GFS model has significantly downtrended in the previous run before that for the 06 Zulu from this morning. Let's see. Was it the 06 or was it the 12? Let's see, hold on a minute, y'all. Gotta figure out which one it was. 12 Zulu, maybe? Let's see. I'm trying to figure out exactly which one it was. Anyways, but yeah, earlier this morning, regardless, when I was looking at the models, it was a lot more significant than what the models, or what the GFS, I should say, is showing now. But other models, like I said, comparing to ECMWF, the European model, shows this event being a little bit more crazy. So here is the Euro. We call the ECMWF. So we have a little cold front rolling through right now. And of course, we have the big system we're going to be covering tomorrow out there. And like I said, a bunch of lake effect snow falling right behind the system. And then the next big storm here will be for the 21st and the 22nd. And according to the European model, as you can see, there's a lot of snow that's going to be indicated out there, especially out there towards, like Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. But yeah, nothing more than just a lot of rainfall for places down further south, out there by like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Virginia. Let's see here, Connecticut, southern New York overall. So there still is a little bit of an unknown, but we'll go and bring back up the GFS to show you all. So yeah, the GFS American model still shows the system. Don't get me wrong, but regarding the system, it's a lot different looking. It actually does have the snow further south, as you can see. Actually down into New Jersey and stuff. So, there is obviously, as you can see, there is a bit of disagreement between the models. But the GFS still does show a bit of snow working its way up towards those upper elevations. Probably more snow dipped further south according to this model. So we'll see. We got one more model to compare to that, really. This is the GDPS, which is the Canadian version of the GFS. But this model hardly shows any precipitation regarding wintry weather, but it does show a lot of rain working its way across the Mid-Atlantic, northeast out there. So yeah, there's a lot of differences, and we'll have to see how that compares in the future here. So by tomorrow, for our tomorrow update, at 6 o'clock, we'll be doing the same thing. We'll be looking at the models again, and we'll have to see how that pops off. But the one thing we do need to really be looking out for, like I said, obviously, pay attention for that winter weather up there. But one of the main things, like I was talking about, guys, we got to really be looking out for is severe weather. Because, like I said, I think Monday we have a really good shot at seeing something pretty decent overall. Especially if these models are starting to suggest what they have been showing here for the last little bit. I definitely think it could be something pretty interesting. For sure, definitely down there towards the south, more specifically out there towards like Louisiana, Mississippi, those regions there. Like I said, we just got to look out there for that, regarding the overall activity, as it definitely does seem conducive for, potentially some damaging storms. Once again, hail, damaging winds, and a couple tornadoes, I think, could be a possibility. Let's see here. It seems like North New Jersey might finally get snow. Cass, it's a little early to tell overall. Annie says, "Hey everyone, hit that like button." Thanks so much, Annie. Really appreciate it. Let's see here. Was 60 today? Am I getting anything? Says Legacy. So wait, Legacy, you're in Tennessee, right? If I remember, my microphone's in the way still. Let's see here. Let me bring up the instability just to see if the energy is even going to work its way up there. So according to like the GFS, I remember looking actually. It really doesn't show that energy that's required for severe weather to be really up that high. As you can see, the most of the blob is basically down here in in the bottom states. So probably not Legacy. I mean, you might see maybe some thunderstorms. I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't say it's impossible, but they're probably not going to be severe, honestly. We'll have to keep an eye on it overall. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll know a lot more tomorrow too. I can tell you that we'll definitely know a lot more tomorrow. What the fresh model runs first of all, but since the system's a lot closer, we get more. Overall, a lot of a lot better perspective. Have I seen any snow before, Andrew? Yeah, I see a lot of snow growing up for sure. I lived in Virginia pretty much all my life, so yeah, I've seen. The most snow I've seen was about 3 foot. 3 foot? We had a 3-foot snowstorm back in 2016. Yeah, pretty crazy. That's for sure. Anyways, see, I got rain today. We were outside in my PE class. We went inside, middle of it, because it started pouring rain. Wow, gotcha. Yeah, well, we have a cold front rolling through right now. Here, let me bring y'all over here. We got a cold front rolling through. Let's go ahead and hop over to the radar. MRMS. There you go. Perfect. So there's the current radar view out there. So yeah, we got a big old line of precipitation popping off. Now, tomorrow, let me actually bring up the satellite view. Remember all that rain we just got across like Florida and the southeast, Texas, those regions out there? So all of that precipitation is pretty much associated. Let's see here, pretty much associated with the system here. There we go. So all of that green, that is showing a lot of precipitation overall for the most part. And all of that's going to be pulling to the northeast, and already there's already rainfall warnings for Nova Scotia here already in place. So yeah, once again, we're going to be covering this tomorrow. It's going to require coverage. It's not just rain that's a problem for like Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland. Not just those regions that are, regarding rainfall, but we're looking at potential issues regarding, heavy winds, swelling of the water, some possible, even flooding, coastal flooding seems to be a good possibility. So that is something we need to really be looking out for. And tomorrow I will be live, remember, at 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Let's see here. Is there an expected, ballpark lake effect snowfall amount for Eastern Ontario region? Not right now, Polar Vortex. It's a little early for that. The reason is because, with that first system rolling through, the models are still not 100% certain on what it's going to look like for the most part. We know it's going to happen, but we don't know exactly what it's going to look like overall. The models are still trying to work out that. So accumulations is very far-fetched right now. But as soon as they become available, as soon as I think that they're going to be something, as soon as I think that there's something that we can look at, I will definitely let you know, for sure. You might have to remind me, but if you remind me, I'll let you know. We should know probably the day before the event, I think, to some degree overall. But that is a little too early for now. Let's see here. What's Sunday going to be like for Wichita Falls, says Ryan. So, Ryan, my friend, whenever it comes to it, we are going to be seeing, let's see here, we're going to hop our way over to the region. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up the models, NAM3K. I think this will go out to Sunday. I just don't think it'll go out to Monday. But we'll see. Let's look at this real quickly. I'll pull up the model for a minute for it to load. Here we go. And we will look at wherever it's at. Where did that go? Trying to find the... am I going to have to full screen this for a second? Is it not letting me change the... Uh-oh, what'd I do? Let's see here. NAM. Oh, here we go. There we go. Yeah, that was weird. Anyways, but let's go ahead and pull up the future radar. Take a look and see what's going on here. We'll look at the composite reflectivity, and we'll hop our way back over here. Anyways, so whenever it comes to the model here, give it 1 second to render. Okay, there we go. So when it comes to the model here, we work our way down in time. It looks like that, it's mostly just going to be a bunch of, showers out there towards Wichita Fall here for the 19th. Probably not going to be much of anything, honestly. but like I said, once we work our way into Monday, that's whenever we're going to start to see a lot of things pop off across the yellow region there. Some pretty populated areas like Jackson, Mississippi. We got out there towards Baton Rouge. We got Shreveport. Is it Shreveport? Yeah, Shreveport. We got Tyler, Texas. Those regions there, mostly East Texas, Southern Arkansas, most of the state of Louisiana, except for the southern side, out there by like New Orleans, not included really in the 15%, but there is still a possibility we could get some severe weather for most of, actually, if not all of Louisiana. Could be at some, overall, this region could be in the overall zone for maybe some storm and maybe some severe thunderstorm activity. But we'll have to see. But back to Ryan. Like I said, probably just going to be a bunch of scattered showers. Nothing too much going on out there, but that's what's going on there. Let's see here. Let's try the NAM 12K. I don't know if the here. Let's see what this model shows us. NAM 12K. Oh wow, yeah, look at that. So NAM 12K really shows that line rolling through. Do y'all see that? Look at that. Big old line popping all the way down from the Gulf Coast out there by southwest Louisiana, and possibly even driving some storms up there a little bit more to the north overall. So that's pretty interesting. Let's see. What about wind gusts? See, we're 50 knots. Wow. Yeah, that's a 10 meters too. That's pretty hefty winds. Yeah, it looks like those winds could really get pretty heavy according to this model. Yeah, we'll have to keep on looking out there for that. What's up, FaZe? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But yeah, so we'll definitely be on the lookout there for that. Let's see here. How much rain we talking? That's another thing I want to look at. See total precipitation out there. Probably, I mean, for the areas that obviously get that severe weather, that get those thunderstorms, it's probably going to be pretty hefty. Yeah, as soon as that line really starts popping off, it really seems like we're going to be, possibly delivering quite a bit of precipitation. For those areas that's probably going to experience severe weather, I mean, if you get really heavy storms, I wouldn't be surprised if you come out with 1 or 2 inches per storm overall. Let's see here. Ryan says, thank you, Andrew. You're very welcome, Ryan. No problem. Like I said, we're here for you. I'm going to make sure y'all are staying aware, staying safe out there. It's all that matters, y'all. Just making sure everybody's prepared, making sure everybody is aware of the situation, and that way we can prepare for it before it happens. And obviously with knowledge of knowing before it happens, the better out you are. And so that is the whole reason we have this channel. First of all, I love doing the weather. I love helping people out overall. And, if I can do both, you bet I will. Let's see here. All right. We're going to take a look here on this will load here. It's being pretty slow. Hopefully my Wi-Fi doesn't cut out. Let's see here. Oh, is it getting slow? I hope not. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're good. It was loading a little slow there for a minute. Anyways, but here's a simplified view of what's going on here. So this is what we call supercell composite. It basically mixes all the conditions in the atmosphere, showing you where the potential greatest probability of severe weather could be. And once again, like we mentioned before, I think the heaviest impacts, y'all, is going to be mostly in these regions here for the most part. I actually probably push that up a little further to the north. Yeah, I think the heaviest activity is going to be in this region here overall. Because that's where your heaviest instability is, your strongest wind shears out in, towards Mississippi. I definitely think we could get a couple, tornadoes here and there. Those dots, that obviously I can't tell you where the tornadoes would be if they did happen. So don't don't mistake me putting dots for where tornadoes are gonna happen, because I can't do that. If I could, I would definitely let you all know, before it happened. But yeah, no, there will be the possibility for some tornadoes within that region there. Considering the instability, the amount of energy that's in the atmosphere regarding severe weather. We got decent amounts of instability energy in the atmosphere overall. And of course, we have pretty strong low-level jet stream. That jet stream we have towards the, not quite towards the ground level, but a couple thousand feet up there. Those winds really start to scream to the north, which that is a big, big factor whenever it comes into tornado play, and obviously severe weather in general. Let's see here. What's up, Justin? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. It's like we need to go live regardless. Bit of it or not, which is good. Yeah, no, Dylan, I will be live regardless for sure. Sunday and Monday. Also tomorrow I'm going live too, which is Saturday. So I'm gonna be live for coverages for the next 3 days. I have coverages lined up. First day tomorrow. We got that big storm out there towards Nova Scotia, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, those regions there. But that is what we need to look out there for. Let's see here. Justin says, I highly doubt with the El Nino that we will see anything exciting or eventful come for Indiana. Would be a shocker if anything happened here. Yeah, Justin, you're right. Typical El Ninos mean less precipitation up there, and obviously more down to the south. This season, it's the South's turn regarding activity overall, more than likely. Let's see here. Why does Newfoundland get so much windstorms and rainfall? It's those nor'easters, man. Yeah, a lot of the latitude has to do a lot with it. Being closer towards the poles, a lot stronger pressure gradients, meaning more heavier storms and stuff like that. But no, yeah, they're gonna get hit pretty good. It looks like. Once again, we're gonna hop back over to this view. We're gonna go back here. And I am going to, let's see here, pull this up. Okay. But yeah, so it's really, regarding the system tomorrow we're covering, we got to really be on the lookout for these regions here. That's where the heaviest impacts, once again, swelling, some rip current potential, swelling overall, some heavy winds, of course, and overall coastal flooding and stuff like that could be a problem. Power outages is going to be expected across a lot of these regions here, so just make sure you're prepared for it. It's going to be quite a windy storm, it looks like, for sure, overall. So we'll have to definitely look out for it. Once again, I plan on going live tomorrow at 2. I already have my stream set up. I already have it planned and scheduled. So whenever it happens, if you guys are subscribed and you have those notifications on, you should be able to get a notification that whenever we are live regarding the system. But yeah, so once again, tomorrow overall, you see that big storm system slam right up against portions of Nova Scotia. Really, like I said, really kicking up some pretty daggone strong winds across those upper elevations here, lower elevations. This is right around 850 millibars. But 4 more of those areas out there by the ground level. Let's see here. Even then, the ground level, we're still talking like some areas well over 40 knots. Some areas over 50 knots, actually. That's like over 50 knots here. So some of those coastal winds, could be getting sustained, constant winds, could be getting probably over like 55 miles per hour with wind gusts probably in the upper 60s, 60 mile per hour winds, wind gusts, upper 60s, maybe lower 70s, possibly. Let's see. It was raining, but went like, but we went like 2 months with hardly any rain. Oh yeah, Justin, I know. That's how it's been here in Florida. We had, I moved down here to be with my family. What was that? About a month ago now, a little over a month, and we only had 2 decent rainstorms, and we just had one. We just got one. It's been pretty dry across a lot of places. It really has. Here in western Massachusetts, we are expecting to see an Arctic blast. Let's see. I wouldn't call it an Arctic blast quite yet. Whenever you think of Arctic blast, you think of like temperatures sub-zero. You think of sub-zero temps for the most part. Let's see here. But yeah, whenever, I mean, it's going to get a little cold, more than likely. Let's see here. We're going to hop back to temperatures. Yeah, I mean, you can see that. There you go. Getting a little chilly out there. Let's see here. The morning of the 21st, I mean, we're going to be seeing a lot of the Northeast here, especially out there by, you know, like Vermont, New Hampshire, in probably the mid to upper teens. So it's going to get a little cold for sure. Yeah, you got to love those systems, man. They really cool things down. Let's see here. Dylan says me and Andrew are Florida or neighbors since we're both Floridians. Yep. Wow, look how much those temperatures go down. I mean, this is obviously well far out in the future. I don't trust the GFS as far, but GFS goes crazy and says the temperatures are going to go into single digits potentially here for like as early as the 27th, which, like I said, I don't trust that quite yet because it's still a little early. A little early overall, but we'll see. We'll definitely see here. Let's see what's going on. So, yeah, so once again, y'all, we just got to really look out there for Monday and Tuesday regarding severe weather down south between Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, portions here of, basically southern Arkansas. We got to keep an eye out there for it. For the possibility of severe weather. And obviously the thing is as well, for winter weather concerns, the 22nd, areas up in the northeast, good possibility we could see a little bit of wintry precipitation. We'll have to continue to watch the models to see how they do continue to show themselves. Obviously how they do, kind of line up with one another. We'll just have to keep an eye on it overall. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. See, I live right by New York City, been experiencing some freezes. Oh, yeah. A lot of people up north, that cold air is starting to work its way down here. I mean, we are in pretty much late. Pretty much late. What is it? Late? Probably more mid-fall right now, like late mid-fall, I would call it, because we don't turn into winter until like late December, so we still got a little ways away. TRG's here. What's up? Saying cold weather. Oh yeah, it's just gonna get colder and colder for sure. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cold down south, I think, this year. So, for the people who live down south, it might be good to break out the heavy coats this year because it'll probably get pretty cold in some circumstances. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't like the cold. I prefer the cold more than the heat, honestly. See, I hope those traveling by plane for Thanksgiving are prepared for some bumps because turbulence is 100% unpredictable. Well, I wouldn't say 100% unpredictable because we can measure the turbulence with the jet stream. So you get turbulence from strong winds blowing against the plane, which usually happens from big storm systems. But yeah, no, whenever it comes... Let's actually look at the jet stream. I'm curious to see how the jet's going to look like over Thanksgiving here. We're going to look at the... so they fly... I think 250 millibars should be good enough. GFS here. Oh, wow. So it looks like for people flying through Thanksgiving, yeah, the jet's going to be pretty strong down south. So if you're flying in the southeast... Oh, you can't even see that perfectly. Hold on. We're going to have to change things over here. Anyways, but when it comes to it, though, yeah, we're going to get a pretty strong jet across the southeast during Thanksgiving overall. So if anybody's flying through or into the southeast, probably going to get a little turbulent, probably. Let's see here. Looks like they're no longer forecasting a name system. Tropical storm watches might have been. Oh yeah. Yep. That is, I did see that. The probability did drop. Did they update it? Let's see here. Let me double check on that. Let's see. Did they update the NHC? Yep, they sure did. Wow, yeah, they brought it down 2020 now. Yikes. No, they didn't cancel them yet, TRG. 7 p.m. Eastern Time, update 5A. Oh, wait, they did. For most of them. Still, Western Haiti has them. Wow, but they really did. They canceled a lot of them. See here, when you have El Nino, say goodbye to normal weather patterns and degrees plus above average temps. El Nino brings some pretty crazy weather for a lot of the country, for sure. It also brings, it definitely mixes up the game. Compared to what we've seen the last couple of years in our La Nina phases we've been in, this weather pattern is going to change like everything. Yeah, it's going to be totally different. Eli says, will Indianapolis get any snow? Probably sometime this year, but not anytime soon, I don't think. Not that I'm seeing anyways. Let's see. The immediate areas that should watch out for snowfall is the upper northeast. Yeah, those regions should look out there for snow, but yeah, like Indiana and stuff, it's probably not anytime soon. Let's see here. Cass is weak tropical storm. I don't think they're gonna call it a tropical storm. So we were talking about. The odds are pretty low overall. Let's see here. But yeah. But like I said, y'all, if y'all have any questions, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we'll be here for you guys. I do want to mention, before we head off and stuff like that, I am doing a live stream tonight. Again, another live stream at 8. Not on this channel, but on my gaming channel here. I'm going to start doing some more videos and stuff, or more live streams, I should say, on that channel. So if you guys would be interested in all of that, let me go ahead and put a link in the... Yeah, let's go ahead and put this link here in the description. Or, not the chat, So if you guys do want to watch our other live stream later on, we'll go ahead and do that now. I'm going to put this in the... put it in the chat, so... Here we go. If I can find it. Bear with me for 1 second. Here we go. Perfect. All right. There you go. So that, we're going live at 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock later on today. So if you guys would want to join that, go ahead. Feel free to do so. But anyways, but like I said, y'all, yeah, that's basically, the weather update regarding things here. We basically went over everything. We were talking about overall, and all of that fun stuff. But like I said, we'll do another update tomorrow. We do updates here on the channel every day at 6 o'clock, at 6 p.m. We always do weather updates for you guys. So we will be live again tomorrow in order to give you all the latest information. Actually, you know what? No, I'm wrong. Tomorrow we're doing the coverage. I keep on forgetting that. Yeah, tomorrow, 2 p.m., we're doing live coverage. So if y'all want to join that, we'll be live for a couple hours, more than likely, in order to, keep y'all aware of the situation, stuff like that. See here, Legacy says you're an hour ahead of me. Yeah, I think portions of Tennessee. Yeah, Central Time. Let's see here. My boys are worried about the storm coming. Yeah, I got you, David. Yeah, we'll be live for that too, David. So whenever it does happen, we will, for sure. Obviously, like I said, we'll for sure be live for that. Just to, just to make sure y'all are prepared and that you guys are obviously aware of the situation. Let's see here. Justin says you're a fan always, brother. Thank you, Justin. It's very sweet of you. I appreciate it. But like I said, y'all, if you have any final questions before we roll off here for the night, we're kind of pushing an hour. Typically, these updates last about an hour here. But remember, that's not all tonight. Considering tonight we're doing another live stream. Not on the channel. Once again, check out that link in the chat if you guys are just now joining into us. But yeah, but that is pretty much it, my friends, here for the night. Let's see here. If we have lake effect snow event in Watertown, New York area, will it be there for Thanksgiving? So I can hope if it's fun. So about that. So the models does kind of show. Wow. The models does kind of show a little bit of lake effect snow, especially like the European model. Here, let me actually go and bring it up over to the Euro. Let's see here. See, so the European model here does show a lot. You can see right there a lot of lake effect snow out there. I'm not entirely sure where you are at, my friend. We said we're Watertown. Where's Watertown? That's what I need to figure out. Here, I can do that for you, my friend. Watertown, New York. Okay. Oh, yeah. So you're in an area... Oh, yeah. So you'll probably get some lake effects, no? Maybe. Possibly. The Euro shows it more south of you, but we'll see how that goes. Wendy says, when is it starting, the storm? So, Wendy, regarding the severe thunderstorms, it's going to start Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Or, sorry, Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, through Monday afternoon. Through Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm seeing mini models on other channels showing Arctic Blast may come in a week, so for the Midwest. Yeah, we were watching that. Let's see here. Let me pull up the models overall. Let's see. So when it comes to it, down in time, I mean, it looks possible. Yeah, it's definitely going to get a little chilly there. Here we go. So now in the future... Yeah, the models seem to have backed off a little bit on that. In the latest runs, I've noticed it was definitely a lot. It was definitely a lot different than it was yesterday. But now it is. Yeah, it's still gonna get a little chilly. As you can see, those cold air. That cold air slowly starting to creep down the country, but it's not gonna be as sharp. It doesn't look like. We'll have to see how that pops off, though. See, okay, I'm in North Carolina. My daughter is in Ohio. So thank you for your answer. You're very welcome. Yeah, that's what I'm here for, y'all. Like I said, if y'all have any questions, you can count on me answering them. Like I said, if there's ever a time I don't answer your question, it's not intentional. I'm always here to answer y'all's questions regarding things. But anyways, well, yeah, last call, you guys. Last call. Broccoli's back, I guess. Let's check out on the hurricane. We already did that, Broccoli. We did that a few minutes ago. Let's see here. I'm 3 hours out from Watertown, upstate. Oh, I got you. Got you. Weather prediction center medical discussion for Southern California. What's going on down there? I know we got that trough. That's it's probably that trough. Yeah, that's rolling through. Hold on, bear with me, y'all. We're gonna hop over here. Oh yeah, there we go. Yep, starting to get some rain rolling in out there towards California. So. Yeah, we got that big dip in the jet stream. So that's actually going to be the system that rolls through in the next couple days. Let's see. Ryan says, I'm hoping it doesn't get too cold here. I don't blame you. Yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the cold. Personally, I would rather have the cold than the heat. But that's why I'm going to die whenever it comes to this summertime. But anyways. All right, you guys. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and roll off here. I appreciate all of your support. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If there's any questions you all might have, feel free to let me know. We're going to be doing a gaming live stream tonight on our gaming channel. Once again, I'll go ahead and post that here for you guys. I'm also going to use my account to do it here. Let's see. So let me go ahead and do this real quick. But yeah, once again, y'all, thank you for joining us. Let me go ahead and put that down here. Let's see. It might not even work. Hold on a minute. I don't think it's going to work because I'm not on my main account. Hold on. Let me switch over here real quickly. But no, I will be live again tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time. What's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing good. So we're kind of winding things up here. Let me go ahead and put this. So like I said, if you guys would be interested in that, here we go. All right, go ahead and click on that, and if y'all want to join later on, we'll be on that as well. Let's see here. Do I play any other games? I do, Broccoli. I'm still thinking of other things to play, but I'm gonna start doing like those live stream, gaming live streams every night too. So we'll see. Except for the days like I can't for like big severe weather events. Obviously, I'm not going to. But all right, guys. Well, y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. We're going to go ahead and head over here to the ending screen. Once again, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern, we're going live for live coverage up in Nova Scotia, as well as portions out there towards Prince Edward's Island and Newfoundland. So we'll be live for that event overall. But, okay, guys. Well, the stream is going to head off here in approximately 2 minutes. So if there's anything you guys want to go ahead and say to your friends, family, anybody hanging out, go ahead and say your final goodbyes, my friends, and we will see you guys later on. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Please be safe out there, and we'll see you guys later on. Peace out, my friends. See you, Ben.